If you've seen any of the videos on the channel, you'll know that I'm really enthusiastic about freeboarding, a really unique kind of skateboard that lets you emulate snowboarding on concrete. Believe me, I have gone on and on about how amazing it is in multiple videos.
I mean, look how! It's so cool! You can just drift down, like, I'm back! Oh, honestly, I could go.
But there's a dark side to this sport that has gone completely viral on TikTok in the last couple of years. From riders catching the edge on concrete without a helmet, to a bizarre and incredibly dangerous phenomenon that seems to turn metal trucks into jelly. We'll be exploring both these things and more in today's video, in order to figure out what is the dark side of concrete snowboarding, otherwise called freeboarding. If you look around today, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone freeboarding without a helmet. And this all started with the death of Sam Tobridge in 2011. Now, Sam was an incredible freeboard rider with a really fluid riding style. And despite having unbelievable control with the freeboard, he often opted to ride without a helmet like many others of this time. But you might ask, why is that such a big problem? I mean, if you go to any skating event, you'll see loads of people not wearing helmets. In fact, you'd be even more hard-pressed to find one wearing a helmet than not wearing one. Jump back to snowboarding, and most people that you'd see at the slopes will be wearing a helmet, unsurprisingly due to how dangerous it is. And that's where there was an issue with Sam Tobridge, because he wasn't just skateboarding on concrete, he was effectively snowboarding on concrete, and with that comes the problem of catching an edge at high speed. Alright, so what does it actually mean to catch an edge? So essentially what's happening is that the centre wheels of the freeboard here are closer to the ground than the other four edge wheels. So it means that you're always riding along the centres, no matter what. If you imagine that you were trying to spin, for example, in this case, my drifting wheels will be my toe side wheels. And as you can see, everything's fine as long as I keep my weight on the toe side wheels. The problem happens if I move my centre of mass to my heel side here. Now, if I move my weight and I touch those backside wheels on the ground, the board will catch against the ground and stop abruptly, and it will throw you off and often slam you straight onto the concrete, which can be very dangerous, especially if you're not wearing a helmet. And that's tragically what happened to Sam Tobridge. It didn't matter that he was the Rookie of the Year in 2005 and even on the pro team after that. You just can't rule out the possibility of catching an edge when riding a freeboard. The next thing that can happen on a freeboard when riding at high speed is known as chattering. And this is when the centre wheel of the freeboard oscillates really quickly, causing the trucks to repeatedly move up and down like they were made of jelly. And the first time this happened to me, I didn't even know what was happening, and it was a really close call.
Yeah, nice.
That was a good save though.
But look, there are definitely bad aspects to freeboarding, and I'd be lying if I said that you wouldn't catch the edge at some point. But if you're wearing a helmet and wrist guards, you can really mitigate these downsides. Freeboarding is dangerous, but by taking the correct precautions, you can significantly reduce the risks. And it's really not surprising to me why this sport went viral on TikTok, thanks to Pierrot over in Switzerland. I think the dream of snowboarding through any part of your city resonates with a lot of people, and we haven't scratched the surface of how popular freeboarding could become. If you're interested, I would highly recommend picking up a freeboard. They are incredibly fun. Otherwise, for the regular viewers, thank you so much for your support. The comments recently have been really positive, and I've thoroughly enjoyed making content for the channel. There's a lot more content coming, and I think we can improve it even more. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and have a good one.
You killed it, man.